Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? Happy Monday to all those who are watching this on the first day of the video being available. But anyways, for today's video, we're going to be tackling the question of which UNSC weapons can brutes actually use in Halo 2. So, for those of you who might remember, at the end of the mission Uprising in Halo 2, there's a single brute here that uses a UNSC shotgun. It's the only one in the entire game that I'm aware of. And I remember back in the day, there was a lot of debate around whether it's like a mistake on Bungie's part, because, you know, there were other creatures, AIs in the game that had the wrong type of weapons. Like, there's a Sentinel that had a needler, and it wasn't supposed to be that way. It was actually a mistake. And, you know, it wasn't clear whether it was a mistake for the brute or it was intentional or part of the lore or not. And, you know, I really don't know either, but it got me wondering, what other UNSC weapons can brutes actually hold? So, I figured we put it to the test. And the first two weapons we'll try out are the SMGs and a battle rifle. So to do this, I actually had to do quite a bit of modding. Not only did I have to replace all of the squads here with brutes, I had to make them friendly as well, because there's no mission in Halo 2 where brutes are friendly to the Arbiter or Master Chief. So that's what I had to do. But anyways, now that they're here and friendly, as you can see, they can indeed hold battle rifles and SMGs just fine. And when they fire it, they raise it up, and then they all hold them sideways and just go gangster mode with them and just fire the weapons, all the UNSC weapons sideways. And I don't know, it just looks hilarious when brutes fire it this way. I know it's not supposed to be intentional that way. It's probably because brutes were never really meant to use UNSC weapons this way. I mean, maybe the shotgun on Uprising was intentional, and I think in lore it said brutes kind of prefer those kind of UNSC weapons. But as far as the smaller ones, like SMGs and battle rifles, I don't think they were ever intended to hold them in the game, so that's why they may not have been properly designed to hold them that way, and that's why it ends up sideways. Just my guess, though. Anyways, on to the next one, Magnums and rocket launchers. And as you can see, surprisingly, brutes cannot hold UNSC Magnums. You can't swap for them at all. They just can't hold them. I guess lore-wise, their hands would be too big to hold a Magnum, so I guess it makes sense. But they can't hold a rocket launcher either, surprisingly. Now, the next weapon is going to be... Actually, the last weapon is going to be the sniper rifle. So let's... we have to switch missions for this one, because there's no sniper rifle in a mission Sacred Icon. That mission has all the UNSC weapons except for the sniper. But since there's no tag injection on Halo 2 PC, I had to switch to the mission High Charity here. But anyways, as you can see, brutes can indeed hold UNSC sniper rifles just fine. Well, I wouldn't say just fine. They hold them with one hand, and they fire with one hand, and once again, they kind of hold it sideways, I guess gangster style in this case. And the brute doesn't even really use the sniper rifle properly, as far as I can tell. It kind of just uses it point blank most of the time. I mean, come to think of it, I don't think brutes ever do any sniping at all, so I guess it makes sense that the brutes don't know how to handle a sniper rifle properly, which is actually pretty interesting. That its AI kind of accounts for it somewhat, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. Now, so to sum it up, brutes can hold pretty much every UNSC weapon except for Magnums and rocket launchers. However, there is a way to glitch them to force them to hold rocket launchers, and it's a very similar glitch to getting civilians in Halo 3 to hold invalid weapons, if you ever saw that video I did. If you find a brute that's kind of holding, I mean, you can't do it yourself without modding, because they're never your friends, but if you see any brutes that are kind of walking in this kind of pose, this just idle walking kind of thing, then when they're in this kind of pose, you can actually swap any weapon with them, even if they're not actually supposed to be able to hold it. And that includes energy swords and even rocket launchers. You actually get the option to swap with them at this point, which you're not supposed to, but for some reason it's a glitch that lets you do it. And then in this case they can hold it, and I'm sure it works with the Magnum too, but they still can't fire it. They just hold it and kind of just walk around in a daze like that. But yeah, so hopefully you guys found this video to be interesting, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comments. If there's anything else you need to check out or test out or experiment with, just let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to look into it when I get a chance. But other than that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.